Pink Skies by Zach Bryan is going to be played in standard tuning and then capoed on the 5th fret of the guitar. From this point forward, I'll be speaking of these chord shapes and these fret numbers as though the capo is the nut of the guitar, referring to frets like 1, 2, and 3, rather than the real frets of 6, 7, and 8. And I'll speak of chord shapes the same, calling them chord shapes like G and E minor, instead of the real chord name of what would be a C and an A minor. Okay, so this song is pretty approachable for beginners because it doesn't have a whole lot of left-hand finger movement, and it anchors into just kind of 4 chords. So once you get your capo on, the first chord that you're going to need to know is a version of a C chord. Sometimes this chord gets called like a C add 9. You're going to put your second finger on the 5-string 3 fret. You will leave your 4-string open because you'll be doing a hammer on there in just a second. Your 3-string will be open, and your ring finger will be pulled back to the 2-string 3 fret. And you can just leave the 1 string open here. If you want to put your pinky finger down on the 1-string 3 fret, you can. In fact, he probably is doing that. But, so the first movement of the song. So you hit the 5-string, you come up and you up-pick the 2-string where your ring finger is on the 3rd fret. And then you're going to come back to the 4-string that's open. You'll pluck it. You'll hammer on with your first finger to the 4-string 2 fret. And then you'll up-pick the 3-string that's open. Something along those lines. Actually, that's probably a down pick on the open 3-string. Then you're going to move just your second finger to the 6-string 3 fret. And you'll do the same kind of movement. You'll strum down, you'll strum up kind of on the open 3 and 4 strings. And then you'll hit the open 5-string. Hammer on your first finger to the 5-string 2 fret, and then strum down again. And beyond really kind of the very first chord of the song, it feels to me and sounds to me like a lot of the strumming just kind of gets maybe less articulate. So it's not like you're having to hit certain strings, it's just like while you're strumming. And that might be a good strum pattern to think. Sorry, I'm kind of thinking through a lot of this in real time, but a down, down, up, 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 down. Down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down. That's a good kind of feel to carry you through this song. So it's not so much that you're having to hit certain strings with your right hand during that strumming pattern. It's just that on your left hand, you need to be articulating those hammer-ons. And then as your right hand pick just kind of brushes across like the strings that are in play for the chord, it will pick up the tones of what those hammer-ons are meaning to carry. So we've hit the second chord of the song. The third chord of the song is going to be in E minor. I suspect that Zach Bryan is probably just putting his first finger on the 5-string 2 fret, leaving the 6-string open, probably letting the 4-string be open, the 3-string be open, and the ring finger still pulled back to the 2-string 3 fret. So you hit like a down, up, down on this chord. And then we're going to move to the 4th chord of the song, which is just moving with your first finger to the 6-string 2 fret. I'll let my first finger block out the 5-string, the 4-string will be open, the 3-string will be open, the 2-string still fretted by my ring finger, the 1-string here open. Now this chord could also be played as a normal D shape, but what is carrying the tone is that lower, what would be, I guess, a relative F sharp. You can also hear Zach Bryan go. So he hits that 6-string 2 fret, then he slides his finger up without lifting it off the fretboard. Strikes, just slide your first finger up to the 6-string relative, 5 fret? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. and then pull it back down to that 6-string 2-fret position. And then you can hear the right hand just kind of hit maybe open strings 4 and 3 before it goes back into the C chord. Second time through in the G chord, you can hear a quicker little hammer on and pull off on the 5-string 2-fret. So like, is what it maybe sounds like it's doing. So that's a quick flurry. Pluck, open 5, hammer on, immediately pull off, and then maybe hit the 6-string 3-fret. Then the E minor, and then that F sharp note again, where the second time around, and no other time that I can really hear does he go. So that's your intro chords, and then it just becomes your verse chords. C to the G, to the E minor, to the F sharp, which again, like, you should think of it not really as an F sharp. Like, that's not the chord, that's not the chord, that's not the chord. It's really more of a D. But it's just, that's all that the guitar is really bringing through of that chord. It does that for several rounds, and then it gets to what I guess would be considered a chorus, and then maybe a break, and then it goes back into those verse chords. So for the chorus and then the instrumental break that occurs, the chord positions, the positions don't change, but the order changes. It goes to a C, to an E minor, to that kind of passing F sharp chord, to the G, and then it stops on the G and it decays for a second, and then it comes back in again on C, to the E minor, to the F sharp, to the G. And then it's an instrumental over this part. C, last time through, it goes to the E minor, then the F sharp, and just holds on the F sharp, and then it goes back to the verse chords. Sometimes I find myself wanting to, whenever I put my first finger on the 6-string 2-fret here, I find myself wanting to pull my second finger back and throw it on the 3-string 2-fret so that it creates more of that D feel. Basically, it is a D chord. It's just that where in a normal D chord, your second finger would be on the 1-string 2-fret, that note is getting carried in the bass there, and then I pull my second finger back to grab where your first finger would usually be inside of a D chord. Anyway, so those are the chords and the movements to Pink Skies by Zach Bryan. Hopefully this gives you an idea of how to approach the song.